Good day and hope you are having a very wonderful weekend. Thank you very much for joining us. It is Serious Matters on ONIF TV. This one that we are going to be looking at in this particular video is very sensitive. You know, we probably have seen several of it, but then I think it's high time I speak about this. You know, we've had a lot of men, brutalizing their wives, and then which eventually leads to the death of the wife. So sad incidents, and seriously, the Yorubas have a saying that it's only a bastard that we see what we get him angry and he will not get angry. And even the Bible recognizes that you can get angry. He said, but make sure the anger is put under control to the point that you must control it to the point where it must not stay beyond 24 hours. The whole scenario around the world can be so annoying, frustrating, and depressing. Situations degenerated from good to bad, from bad to worse. And it has affected homes. It has affected jobs. It has affected businesses. And so it has affected the psychic of so many, especially the men, who I will describe as we have engines that have the man is just like a one plug, how do you call one cylinder engine, and it's the same one cylinder that he uses to do everything. And though this woman that you are seeing here was strangled by her husband, who unfortunately happened to be a pastor. And when I saw it, I just jumped up and I said, let me enter studio and do this video. Let me talk about this particular matter, And I think I've talked to women before. I will talk to you too now, but my focus is not more on the women. My focus is more on the men. And if you take to it for your own good, if you don't take to it, you find yourself where you have chosen, because the choice is now yours. You want to live a free man, you want to live a peaceful life, you want to live a good life, or you want to live the rest of your life in prison, or you want to die. The choice is yours. Every great leader who left or who led God's people left us with choices. When Moses was living, he said, I leave you with life and death. Choose one. When Joshua was living, he said, blessings or curses. Choose one. And so life will always present to you choices. Life will always present to you choices. There are two forces running the universe. There are two major forces that are running the universe. And the earlier you realize it, the better. You must realize it and you must obey them. If you don't obey one, the other will control you. You cannot stay on the fence. If you don't obey one, the other one will control you. If you obey one, the other one will subside. So that's the way it works. It's either you are under the leadership of God, or you are under the leadership of the devil. You don't need to say that you're under the leadership of the devil. Once you do not obey, you are not under the leadership of God. You are directly under the leadership of the devil. Men, we must understand that the strength of the woman is in her tongue. Even though the Bible describes them as being fragile, they are not. It's not that kind of fragility. Not that they don't have strength. But some of these women have more strength than you do. I saw one of the, I think it was Majid, that Nollywood actor, who said he came out to say something. He said women are more intelligent than men. They are more intelligent, and when you check the records, you will discover that we have more women who are doing very well at the end of affairs. We are just struggling. Now, agidi we they do. Even though it shouldn't have degenerated to that point where we now say it's to their hearing that, look, you guys are more. You can't compare what was made out of a fine product to what was made from the rugged product. We were made out of sand, but the woman was made out of a finished product. So she is finer. Finer in everything. Finer in everything. And so the Bible recognizes that even if the woman turns her back on you, your prayers could be hindered. So it is important that we recognize that the tongue of the woman is her strength and her power. That's where her blessings are. The blessings are, because the Bible says that in the power of the tongue lies blessings and curses. So it's not left to you to maximize very well. And so when the devil takes over the tongue of a woman, she begins to rain curses. She begins to do otherwise. You must recognize it. That look, this woman is not performing or operating the way she ought to be operating. You must be very, very careful the way you react to what happens at that point in time. So many of us have been at one point, at one breaking point or the other, where you felt, she may not want sorrow. Especially when things are not going on. I want to say a few things before I go back to, the case of this pastor strangling his wife. I would like to say that it didn't just start. It wasn't the day she died or the day she was killed that style started. Men, you've got to find a way to manage your anger. I tell you that you will not, that she will not provoke you. It's a lie. It's a lie. That she will not provoke you. It's a lie. So it is now left to you to manage your anger very well, so that your anger does not push you to sin. And sin. The Bible says that you should not allow the sun to go down your anger, so that you don't push, so that you do not commit sin. And you look at the anger of this man now. What happened? Let's look at it together, so that we will now come back and properly analyze the whole drama very well. Very, very short drama. I understand that they own a school. Maybe the woman is the owner of the school or something. I think she owns the school. Pastor Chris Simon Amadeo Shalom Mercy Ministry in Alu Ikwere local government area of Rivers State has been arrested by the police for allegedly strangling his wife to death. And we gathered that the ugly incident happened in their home at Mbodo community after a disagreement over school fees payment in his wife's school. Now, speaking with a correspondent, a relative to the wife who craved anonymity said trouble started when the deceased confronted her husband for chasing some of her pupil away from school for failing to pay on time without first checking with her. She expected that he should have checked with her. Should have reached an agreement or compromise. Now, when the wife confronted him, you see, the nature of the man does not allow him to be confronted without reacting. That's the nature of the man. You don't confront a cobra and you expect the cobra to do like this. You jump into a cobra, it's first of all comes up. The nature of the man, the ego is making, does not allow for him to be confronted without reacting. That is where control now sets in. Control of your reaction. Now the man's side. The woman has to understand that if you confront the man will react. And so it is not left to the man to put his, whatever he uses to react, to put that reaction under control. The wife confronted him The pastor strangled her to death and wrapped her with clothes so that nobody will know. Now, you see, that's this statement looked somehow to me. It still looks somehow to me. When the wife confronted him, the pastor strangled her to death. You know, it's not like nobody was there really. Nobody was there. So we don't know whether there was a fracas, whether there was a fight. There probably was been a fight. Maybe he raised his hand and slapped her. And she went like that. And, you know, could even, as he slapped, could even twist her neck. She died. And that now tells you again that the woman is fragile. She's fragile. Though she has strength, but not the kind of strength that you think she has. So you need to understand the feminine gender very well in terms of their strengths and their weaknesses. The man also needs to be understood. Apart from the woman understanding the man also has to understand himself. So in the issue of he confronted her and the pastor strangled her, no, it doesn't work that way. Something happened in between. There was a fight. He won't just speak up and start strangling her. No. When he's not possessed, even though you might not like it, but you see that what happened in between, the devil took charge. The devil took charge. The moment she was angry, the moment she got angry that some students were sent away, you might think, you might say, maybe I'm sounding religious. That's okay, no problem. The spiritual controls the physical, so it's left to you to understand, to believe it. The moment she took up, she made up her mind to go and confront him. The devil followed her. He followed her in, and so he was standing, confront him. You might not see those things happen, but they are real. She heard voices. And when she heard voices, the man too had another voice that said, is it you? You, a woman. Show her that you are the man in this house. Go. And it leads to something else. You must always recognize that when arguments and issues like that come on, it's not them. There is somebody in between that you are not seeing. It's the devil. You don't like that fact, but it's it. Nothing will change the truth. Not even time can change the truth. Whatever is true is true. Truth will always outlive time. Truth will always outlive time. Let's continue with this. He said it was when we started calling her number, but she wasn't picking, that we decided to go to the house to know if everything is fine. When we got there, her phone kept ringing inside her room, but we didn't see her. We asked her husband the wife's whereabouts, but he said she went out. We were shocked when we saw her, my sister, wrapped inside clothes. The husband has been beating the wife from time to time, but we didn't know it will get to the extent of him killing her. You see all this idea of, we knew that she's been beating her, and we didn't know it will get to the extent of the elders. The Yorubas have a say gbaleni, gbalola. They slap this eye today, they slap the same eye tomorrow, they slap this eye. If the eye no go blind, something must happen. It won't, if the eye does not go blind completely, then it won't be normal again. We've got to get it straight. Now, you see, don't tell me that God did not call him to be pastor. No, God called him. He might even have a great unction on his head. But you know what? The devil does not like the calling. And the devil knows what the calling can do to his kingdom. So he does everything to get him. And so, as to getting him now, the least he will get is life imprisonment. Do you fulfill ministry in prison? No. Please get me straight. I might not finish all in this particular video, but please just get the points. So that I don't waste, I don't take more time, because I might still have to do another one. You know, the pastor has been married to the woman since 2012. That's about 10 years. And the marriage is blessed with 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls. Beautiful family. Beautiful family. And here we are. She's gone. She's gone. Let me conclude by saying this. Women, please be careful. Be the one in charge of your tongue. I'll say that again. Be the one in charge of your tongue. That's your power. That's your strength. Not this. Also understand that the man does not like being confronted. I don't mean just your husband. The natural man does not like being confronted. If you see any man who takes confrontations lightly, is a man who has been able to control the reactions and don't take it for granted. If you keep pressing that thing, it will come out from where he suppressed it. It's like trying to keep water. You know, you try to keep water in a place and it's like you put water in a balloon and you say, as I'm pressing it, it won't burst. It will just keep taking the shape of the balloon. If you press it too much, the balloon will burst. You've got to get it straight. And so, just control your mouth. You will make a beautiful home. You are the head. Women, if only you knew. If only you knew. I won't say more than that, because some of you can be very funny when it comes to taking things out of proportion. You now abuse it. We've seen women who God has blessed families through, and nobody knew. Whereas there are other families where it's the woman that is bringing in money and everything is on social media. Men, you are the one that God called, though. Don't let the devil cage you. He doesn't like what I'm telling you now, but it's the truth. You know what? You are watching this video now. He will tell you don't bother sharing it. Please do share. He's telling you now don't share because he knows that it's going to set many free. Please do share. Don't let the devil cage you. Say divorce. Yes, if it is becoming threatening, escape. Just go somewhere. Man, look, there's nothing wrong when you say I'm the one that built my house. Hey, people die in their houses, so leave house and go. Carry one dress or two. Excuse you. By the time when you go return, in fact, I know women for that. You know, it doesn't matter how tough a woman is, except she's already seen another man. That her husband will leave the house. In 24 hours, she will start looking for you. It doesn't matter how tough she is, except she's seen somebody else. Not even the man who you already have 4 children for. So even if you're already committing adultery, something keeps drawing you back. Wait, where is this man? Where is he? I think it's better if they come looking for you. I say, I saw that there was fire was brewing in my home. Then I disappeared. I ran somewhere so that at least go and stay with a friend. Go back to your family. They will welcome you alive. Madam, Igbo control. Whatever you say is fire. Fire for fire. Hey, carry on a bago. Carry on a bago. Go meet your parents. And those of you parents who will always say, no. I beg your pardon. Your place is no more in our house. Come on. Don't say that again. If she dies, your house contain her corpse. It's better you receive her back alive. Sort out the issue. If he cannot return there, please don't let her return there until the man gets it right. Thank you very much for joining us. Please do share this video with others. Share it with others. Now, a life, a ministry has been caged. A destiny has been brought to an abrupt end. Now look at the extensive effects. The effects by extension, those children. Look at the kind of mindsets they will live with. 2 boys and 2 girls. If God does not take charge and build those children himself, their mindset is already corrupt. Daddy killed mommy. So he can beat his wife and anything can happen. The girl too. You find out some girls find it difficult to get married. These are the things that scare them. Well, we pray that the woman who is late also rest in perfect peace, and also God will help us with the children. As for the man, left with God. Oh, told you, if it's Russia, if it's Russia, me, I had to enter place of training. I had to enter training. I don't cage me. I said, what are you doing there? Why did you carry on a load? Go hide somewhere. Okay, make our waka. We go see again, Abi. By God's grace now. Why not? You go there, me say go there. We go both they move forward. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Olukunle Abraham. Bye-bye.